Look at the nigga in disgust. She looks at this nigga in disgust, bro. Hold on.
You guys had a threesome with you, Lena, and Lil D.
Yes.
So you were watching a man fuck your wife.
Well, I was fucking as well, but yeah.
Also...
That ain't no threesome. That's a train. 2 niggas and a girl is a train. That ain't no fucking threesome. But all right, carry on.
So
we've done that
in a
twice,
way,
yeah.
okay.
We've done that twice.
There's another one with Hollywood Cash as well, yeah.
Oh, really?
Another guy, yeah.
Oh, that's been released also?
Yeah.
That nigga is literally held hostage. He's held hostage, bro. She's pleased about it. He's like, look at the face. She's pleased. She's literally pleased about it. Look at the face. She's genuinely pleased about this shit. Look at his face. He is mortified. His face looks like he's fucking mortified right now. And he's just going along for it because of, I don't know, loyalty or financial issues, whatever. But she's definitely paying the bills right now. This looked like she's paying the bills and I just gotta shut the fuck up and take it type relationship for sure. But let's see.
Okay, so you've done it twice. So it's pretty close to what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the vibe or the feel of doing it with the guy versus just watching, I feel like is way different. But I've never watched her hook up with a guy without being involved, so.
Would you do that?
Just to chill? I don't really have interest in it. And I wouldn't, from like a porn perspective, no. I'm not trying to be the like, little homie sitting in the corner.
I feel like he would only do it if he was fucking a girl at the same time and we were side by side and he was fucking someone while I was fucking someone. Which we haven't done, but that I think would be exciting.
We've talked about...
Oh, she would be so down to get fucked by somebody else again. For sure. For sure. But Adam is not having it. He uncomfortable about that shit. But it's for some reason he just letting this shit go down, gang. I'm sorry to break it down to y'all.
But then what quite often happens is that it's hard to find a couple that makes sense and that we both agree on, because sometimes it's like the girl will be super hot and the guy's not that hot, or vice versa.
Not a fair trade.
Well, Lena, you did your second scene with Jason Love.
I did.
On a boat.
Oh, shit. Yo, she really be smiling about this shit, gang. Oh my goodness, this is not business. Nigga, this shit isn't business. She is genuinely enjoying this shit, gang. Don't act like she just trying to pay the bills so y'all can keep a roof over your head. Nigga, she genuinely is enjoying this shit. Stop trying to make it in your head to seem like, oh, she just doing this so we can get a check. Like, fuck out of here, Adam. Like, for real.
Did you watch it?
Let's be real.
I did.
You did? Oh my God.
That makes one of us.
Teasing from ear
Lena,
to ear.
you did your second scene with Jason Love.
I did.
On
a boat.
This is.
Did you watch it?
I did.
You did? Oh my God.
That makes one of us in this room. I'm not on that list.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
gotta do my research. I gotta do my research
my
before
God.
I come in. You know, I had to talk about certain parts.
You didn't have to watch all of it.
Well, I kind of skimmed to the end.
So
Skimmed to the end. And listen, I've always been a porn guy since I was a teenager, so I've seen quite a bit of porn.
DJ Gunner.
I would have to say, it did not look like he came at the end. Let me just put that out there.
why is that?
Am I right? Clearly, you're not arguing with me right now.
Why is that the one thing you get? The one question you want to ask about this shit? It don't look like he came. That's weird, bro.
This is something that you don't do in the industry. You don't, like, air people's secrets, Vlad.
It's not even a secret. I'm watching it. This was no personal conversation I had with it. It was like at the end, I'm looking at it going like, yeah, that's not what they're trying to make it to be.
You must have watched a lot of porn.
So he was waiting for the come. Like, that's his favorite part, when he see another man jizz on a girl. That's his favorite fucking part, and he was disappointed. He had to ask her about that shit. So, bro, why the fuck he ain't come? Like, ew.
I have.
Yes, yeah.
You guys are not denying it, though. I mean, listen, it happens, right?
It does happen.
Porn code, you can't really.
Like if I don't have BV, but if I had BV and a guy smelled it on set and went and told everyone, that is fucked up. Everyone is allowed to have a bad day, and you don't go around and talk shit about people, because as much as, you know, the job is tough on women, it's way tougher on the guy. Like, no questions asked. You have to be perfect, and if you're not perfect, the company might not call you back. Everyone on set does not get paid. It's like so much pressure.
Wait. So if the guy does not come, then the girl doesn't get paid?
Like, no, the set does not get to finish. Like, everyone's waiting on you.
But she's talking about like a formal,
like a studio.
Real studio porn, as opposed to her and Jason doing the scene on a boat. That was just for OnlyFans.
Wait. Okay. This doesn't make any sense business-wise. So you mean to tell me that if I was a porn producer, and
I mean, the shit called the money shot for a reason, but I'm not no porn expert. I wouldn't fucking know.
And a girl and a guy to come in. The girl came in, fucked the dude for 2 hours, right? And he can't come at the end. The girl gets nothing. She walks away.
Everyone has to wait until there's a way for the scene to finish. Otherwise, every dollar put into that set that day, from the audio engineer to the photographer, what's the point?
I get that, but that's...
You can't fake the jizz. I'm sure it's a way you can fake the jizz, like, right? Which is sound crazy, but I'm sure it's a way you can fake it.
Yeah, it feels like that should be illegal, right?
Yeah, it sounds illegal.
I mean, it's like they find a solution, and whether the solution is a real pop shot or a fake pop shot, something has to be done.
So it doesn't really happen.
But I'm just saying that's so much pressure on the guy. And I think, like, okay, if you can't come, fine, they'll figure it out. But if you can't stay hard, then it's really hard to fix that, and then you're at a loss.
But, I mean, me and you talked about this last time, and I've heard about this for years. There's like an injection you could do.
I've heard about this, yeah.
It's more of like a prick. But it, I now realize that this is way more popular. I actually forget the exact name of it, but it's basically usually...
Of course he knows about the shit. He's freaked out.
Usually prescribed for older men, guys around their 60s or 70s, and they can kind of prick their dick in it with this thing, and it'll make it stand up for a couple hours. And it's very common with male porn stars. The problem is that you can kind of like torch your dick as time goes by, and like you won't be able to get hard on your own. Yeah. But that makes it so that you can get hard. That doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to.
How about just eating right and just hitting the gym regularly? Ever tried that one? That shit gets me as good as some Viagra. Having just a healthy lifestyle. Nigga, I don't need not a honey pack. What's it called? A honey pack? I don't need a honey pack. I don't need a pill. I don't need a ring. I don't need any of that shit. I just work out, sauna, cardio, and I'm good. And I eat right. So, nigga, I don't need none of that shit. I'm just ready. Not to rag, but nigga, that's all you need, gang. For real. Just a healthy lifestyle.
But you could fake that.
Yeah.
You can do a fake, cream pie.
Still be.
And in the defense of Jason, we rented this boat and we had so many hours, and the guys were like, all right, we got to go back. And we were literally like, fuck, we're going to lose the sun. And, so that's all I'll say is please don't hate on.
Is there part of you then that makes you feel like, damn, like I'm so thankful for my husband who is always ready to go?
Oh, my. Bro, now is not the time, gang. You should leave these questions to, like, off camera. Should leave these comments to off camera, gang. This is so embarrassing. It's like, was I still good? Was I bigger than him? Like, bro, why would you embarrass yourself like this, gang? And she just gonna tell you what you want to hear, nigga. She just gonna tell why she about to just lie to you. Yes.
Got a couple rounds in the chamber at all times.
Yes. Thank you for all my cum. Thanks.
Yes.
Well, why'd you go with Jason Love again? Because remember, after the first one, there was like some back and forth where he was like talking some shit about Adam, and Adam threatened to expose him about certain things that I know, but we're not going to talk about. Like, why go back with him again when there's a plethora of male talent out there?
Honestly, I feel like the audience has driven our doing the scene again. We've done, some social media.
Stop with the bullshit. That nigga hit your shit, and you like, I need to get that again. Like, let's stop the cap. All this social media and the marketing and the da-da-da. Let's keep it brief, nigga. He liked how he hit that shit. Exactly.
Content here and there since we did the scene. Adam and him met up and talked about like a potential threesome when we're at AVN. And
look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit, bro. Fuck all that business shit. You just like how the nigga put it down. That's it. That's all. That's all. Like, just stop lying. Talking about all the business shit and the content creation and the da-da-da. Stop it, bro.
So that conversation, when Adam had suggested that, like, Adam was interviewing him at AVN and said, what about the threesome? And I was really shocked because we hadn't talked about it at all at that point of me doing another scene with Jason. But then he said that, and so the conversation sort of led back into me.
It felt more like I'm just talking to the homie. Like, man, let's hit this bitch.
That's how he gotta cope with it. He gotta demoralize his own wife. The only way he can cope with this shit, because it's going to go down regardless if he agrees to it or not. Because it seemed like she just in charge of this whole program. It's like Adam is on her program. That nigga is on her program. He wasn't, I don't think he ever was on no, from what I remember, he wasn't on no porn shit till he got with Shorty. And then he got on her program, started hitting all these little porn joints and shit. He was getting all ahead of himself and shit like that. So yeah, he's on her program. This shit gonna happen regardless if he here or not. So he like, fuck it, let me just get in line with this shit. So the only way for him to like really cope with this shit is to demoralize her. Like, yeah, let's hit this bitch. Like, nigga, you know you love that girl. Stop it. But you can't do anything about her fucking other niggas. He can't do a damn thing. So he trying to do mental gymnastics and shit.
I mean, I'm in touch with my fan base. I'm on my OnlyFans messages. Obviously, the message I see every day is, when are you going to do another scene with Jason? You know?
And this is the whole thing, is that it's like, the idea was that she was going to do another scene with another guy, and we hadn't talked about who the guy was going to be. And then one day she just says to me, she's like, I don't know how you're going to feel about this, but I think the most logical person is Jason. And we looked at the game, and it was basically like all the same reasons that we picked him for the first one, except now there's already this pre-existing hype around it because people saw it the first time around. And it's kind of like, you have to take into consideration like their social media platform and how big their shit is, and then how good of a performer they are, how excited the fans would be about it. And also, like, from my perspective, it's like the first one, as much as we kind of hyped it up and made it out like there was some animosity between me and him, I saw that he was a professional and that I didn't have any issues with how it went. And my ultimate nightmare is like, she goes to do a scene with a guy and he's weird to her, does anything she's uncomfortable with, etc. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, I love you and I plan on spending the rest of my life with you. And if there's anything that could send me into a homicidal rage, for sure, it's just the idea.